New York Fashion Week isn't dead, but New York influencers are killing the vibe. In terms of the shows, I've seen some of the most exciting collections to come out of New York in a very long time, especially from Kate, Altazara, Kallmeyer, Form, Calvin Klein, Simkai. Amazing shows, you guys. New York is not the problem with New York Fashion Week. The fashion is not the problem with New York Fashion Week. The problem with New York Fashion Week is the fucking influencers and the trash vibes that they bring to every event. Major caveat here, I am not talking about the New York influencers that actually attend the shows. I know many of them and they have absolutely earned their keep. I am not here to hate on another person's outfit, but some of y'all are doing way too much at New York Fashion Week. Every single party I have been to, I have seen at least 6 people wearing the Gentle Monster rhinestone sunglasses. Can we give them a rest? It is so easy to spot the difference between someone who is authentically maximalist in their personal style and someone who is peacocking for a paparazzi photo. And this is something that a lot of people don't realize. There are people who go to the shows and just stand outside. They don't even go in just to get photographed. And the ego and the clout chasing at some of these parties is absolutely insane. I was at a pretty high profile party on Thursday and I almost left after waiting in line for a half hour because the amount of people who just walked up to the front door and were like, can we get in as VIPs? We're on the guest list. Babe, so is everyone here. And in that scenario, the person I feel worse for is not myself. It's not the people behind me, but it's the poor 23-year-old PR girl that's running the door, being harassed like a dog by fucking rude ass influencers. When I get invited to these events, I get invited as an influencer, which means I'm on some kind of VIP list. I might not be like VIP, but I'm still on the VIP list. I probably could have marched to the front door and gotten in, but I would never do that because that behavior is so icky to me. There is a class of influencer in New York City that thinks they're more important than everyone else for no apparent reason. The thing about these parties is that everyone is invited for a reason. Everyone there is a somebody. We don't just like magically materialize in line. So if you're gonna march to the front of the line, it's actually pretty disrespectful to everyone else there. And I don't know, call me a snob, but I think that having a Revolve partnership doesn't necessarily make you an expert on fashion. Meanwhile, there's actual editors standing in line behind me. Let me just be clear about one thing. I am extremely grateful for these opportunities and I am so lucky that I get to live this life. But I think it's crazy that I am at a disadvantage because I check the fuck out of my ego and no one else does. When people say New York Fashion Week is dead, this is why.